pause.
Okay, so what had happened was I was trying to record on this camera here because it was going to be a better quality. But then it wasn't recording. So we missed your shuffle. And that's pretty much it. That's it. We're updated. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you so much, IT. Just leave it like that. I'll keep you posted as to when it finishes. My mouse. Okay. Thank you so much, Lovey. Let me know when breakfast is ready, please. Copy. Now, have you addressed your dog? Okay, now is he still in the crate though? But did you take him out? Okay, well you need to take him out. Alrighty. So, as I was saying when I did your shuffle, is that you don't have any major arcana cards, which tells me that your there's nothing major going on, baby girl. Everything is in the minor aspect of things, nothing too serious in things of that sort. Now, I think you have two fives, a three, a king, and the pentacles over here. Okay. I don't dislike this at all. So, we had some clarifiers here. You have a man that is very significant in your life the month of May. And this individual is going to be someone is very stable. This individual is going to be someone who is financially successful. This is a businessman. This could also be a earth signs such as Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. All right. So if you do have a birthday individual coming up this month that this person is coming forward for you, this is someone, like I said, that is very business minded, very entrepreneurial. Okay. Now, they have a really strong reputation is what this is giving. Like you have to, their reputation is what I'm hearing. Okay. Now, Five of Pentacles. This right here is that energy that you've been talking about with the patient transport, right? So finances have been a little off. What you have to understand about that Five of Pentacles is always temporary financial hardship. Okay, so it's not here to. It's not permanent. Now with the Page of Swords, I feel like there's an indication of some type of idea, some type of clarity message. This could be an email. This could be thoughts. This is communication energy, but it's new and it's fresh and it's coming in towards you. This could also be some type of, let me see. I need to do your doubles because you have the 2 5s. Let me see really quickly. Oy. I usually try to keep everything. Here it is. I need to get a better system here. I really do. 2 5s, visuals or reversals. All right. Okay. So this right here is going to be new information coming in. This right here is going to be your thoughts, and this is going to be state of mind through application. State of mind through application. So your 4 of Wands is indicating a bit of stability coming in for you. And the 3 of Wands says that you've got a little bit of travel going on. Travel, and this is like an indication of you needing to kind of think about everything that's needed for this travel that you have going on. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is telling me that there's something going on with you where you just maybe feel a smidge unfulfilled, right? And it's almost as if Spirit is telling you to acknowledge those feelings. Spirit is asking you to really think about kind of the the grass is not always greener at the other side type of energy, right? So there's this energy of you kind of feeling a little disappointed regarding something, kind of like that something didn't work out according to the way that you thought it would. And then Spirit is almost kind of reminding you that his rejection is your protection. So it's almost as if you don't understand why that situation didn't work out. And so now, or why things are the way that they are. So now you're in a situation like just focusing on all of the positives, focusing on that gratitude energy so that you can continue to raise your vibration towards alignment of what it is that you really want. That's where we get with that overall 8 of Cups, okay? So within this 8 of Cups energy, you have a sense of walking away from something. There's a choice, right? There's this energy of even having to pivot within travel plans. Let's say that too, okay? Let's just, you might have to, cancel something, or because with the vigils or reversals, it could be something that comes up and you're like, okay, that's not going to work. Let me figure out how to mitigate this travel inconvenience if something were to happen, or if there's something going on with you looking towards the future and kind of having a plan B, especially within travel. Now, it's in this overall 8 of Cups is telling me that you're going to have to switch your plans up some type of way. You're going to have to pivot, maneuver, switch some things around, change things up. But there's something about, especially if it's travel, because you see these little globes here, there's something about what you already have planned and what you thought about and what you were going to do that's not necessarily going to work out the way that you thought it was, okay? So keep that in mind, especially with the reversals energy here. Overall, if we look at this a little bit more in depth, especially from a financial standpoint, because I know that you want to delve deeper into what's going on with Haitian transport. Let me go over these cards with you, generally, really speaking, before I do that. Before I do that. The Mountain is indicating this is clearly a long, arduous journey that you have ahead of you, right? It will be worth it when you get to the top of this mountain. And you do have a bit of luck on your side, right? You do have a bit of blessings on your side. The view is scenic. It smells good out here. It's pretty, but there's an air of discipline, and there's an air of illusion and things that may be hidden going on. And this could simply be with your emotions. This could simply be with your thoughts. I kind of see this whole playing your cards close to your chest, keeping a smile on your face, like people not being able to read how you're really thinking type of energy that you have going on. And I like that for you because that's heavy Capricornian energy as far as being a great employer or being a great business person involves you being able to mind your reputation, keep a still face, and kind of play the game, so to speak. Okay. Let's go into this regarding your finances. Okay, so it seems as if there could be some type of financial help coming in from a male, could be, especially with this 5 of Pentacles right here, like maybe an investment per se. Let's say that from a businessman, it could be an investment coming in. Let's just say that. However, I feel like the 5 of Cups is telling me that like you may be thinking about like closing the business down, or it's almost like you may even have like a loss of staff, somebody like abandoning the business, if that makes sense. It could be some type of difficult circumstance or change that's coming in that you're having to pivot from, like I said, and try to salvage. There's an energy of like not letting it bother you per se, and not letting this stop you. Now, the action, this energy behind the emotions, the action behind it. It seems as if I feel like there's some type of change within your job that has to possibly make you cancel some type of plans that you had, or maybe put gives you a setback from where you thought you would be. There's a lot of frustration within the lack of progress that you have going on within your job right now. I feel like once this settles out, you're actually going to feel like the atmosphere within the team kind of improves, if that makes sense. It almost seems like it was like a removing of something. It seemed frustrating and like devastating at the time, but again, remember what I said at the beginning is it's like God's rejection is really your protection within some things. So you got to kind of remind yourself to keep your emotions in balance. It doesn't seem like like I say, there's just an overwhelming sense of disappointment that you have. And so within that disappointment, you just kind of have to understand that there's going to be a happy medium between the two. I think that there's going to be like some type of come to Jesus meeting, office meeting coming together here. But I do think that because you're that business-like minded individual, I don't think that this is going to hurt or harm you the way that intended or was intended. It's just going to be a lot of pivoting, if that makes sense. Especially as we talk about the Page of Swords, because something about this is given like not necessarily well thought out. I think that it feels like you had a lot of bright ideas and dreams about this and how it was gonna go, and possibly not aware of a lot of some of the intricacies that it was gonna take to succeed. And I just think that at this point, it's just like needing to kind of revamp further your education about some things. I think that there's gonna be a bit in a delay. I think that there's gonna be a bit of delay in what it is that you have planned for this, right? I do think that it is. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm gonna get to these questions in a second, but I think that there's gonna be a delay in what it is that you thought for this. Now, mind you, you're just in your third year of business, because I'm gonna get to the. Let me get through this one second, and then we're gonna double back. Okay, so I think that this is really about you reaching the goals that you sought for yourself, and feeling like you're not achieving them the way that you wanted. I do think that there's an indication of being patient here. And I do think that there's an indication of stability. Now, whether that's through an actual man or through the energy of the King of Pentacles, which is that patient, stable, loyal, hardworking energy that he is. But he's very faithful. You know, those earth signs, we be sticking to it forever, loyal, sometimes to a fault. So I think there's that energy of kind of sticking to it, continuing to. There's this thing that I read somewhere. I don't remember. Don't quote me, but it was something about how the guy that went out, bought some land, was digging for oil, dug for so long or whatever, and then got fed up. So he was like, I'm never gonna get it. Sold the land, and then the next guy, I think, struck oil within a few days or something like that. So it's like you're like almost there. You don't want to give up and then let somebody else reap the profit of what you've built, if that makes sense. Especially because this financial, let's say down, right? So you knew that I don't know if you've seen that meme or that video where the guy is on the trampoline and he's going up and then he jumps down and then he goes back up this way and then he jumps down and he's down here. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what it's like owning a business. So this Five of Pentacles is like, yeah, you went down, but you know, there's still opportunity for it to go right back up again. Now, I do think that a lot of the business aspect that you have going on right here is a bit, because it needs a bit of a fresh ideas, right? I'm gonna hold on to the fresh ideas for a second because I do want to clarify your Lenormand deck, babe. I'm sorry, your Lenormand deck. So again, this is a journey. Okay, it's a marathon, not a race. We're minding our reputation this month, and then we do have some semblance of good luck that's coming in towards us. Now, within that, I'm gonna go ahead and run down all of the Lenormand deck real quick before I forget. So you've got the energy of Sagittarius that is going to be 3 to 4 days or 2 weeks timing. Your body, it's in good condition. We're talking the clover here. I'm sorry. Let me specify where we're at. You can expect a prosperous outcome. Okay, Lady Luck is with you, and everything will work out. Everything you touch will turn into gold. All right. Health, eat more green veggies. When it comes to, did I say this is okay? Sagittarius. Then you have, see the precious relationship you have, how lucky you are to be together, and a quick flirt, a second chance, unexpected encounter. All right. All right. From there, we go all the way to the back of the book because you got all of these. And you got a lot of twos. 2, 22, 32. All right. So, oh, I skipped right on. Well, I'm right here on the moon, so let me go ahead. This foretells that fame and honor is yours in any of your ventures. Your creativity and work are being acknowledged. It is a time that you should appreciate and use to open new doors. Dream big. This is menstrual cycle, the womb. Timing is the moon cycle or the evening. You have doubts, worries. Manage your budget wisely. Pay attention to your intuition. A romantic partner could be coming forward. It is Cancer, and then romantic time spent together. So nice, especially with the man right there, right? So we're going to go back to exactly that. The man, which is partner, husband. The man represents the male current. It is connect with your masculine energy. A young person, positive male. It could be Aries. It is potential lover or soulmate. It's take charge of your health. Create your own prosperity. You are a leader, okay? And then from there, we're going to go to your 21 and 22. So 22, your crossroads. It is, the time has come for you to make a decision as you are at an important crossroad. 2 options are offered to you. You choose wisely. Decide now. An energetic woman is the person. Arteries, veins, lymphatic channels. Timing from 2 days to 2 months. February. The action, the nuance is action. The sign is Libra. It says in love, it's decision time. Consider carefully. If you need to review and decide in which direction you want to take your relationship, a decision needs to be made regarding your health. Money-wise, a decision may pay off. Work, choose the work that suits your qualifications. And as we go on to the last one, which is going to be the mountain, you have it's warning of an obstacle or an enemy that may be blocking your progression. You will need to make great efforts to overcome the mountain's energy. You need to stand your ground and persevere. As in the body, it's the head. It's 21 days, the 21st of the month. It has Aries energy. Health says the need to rest. Nothing on the horizon for now. Hard work is complicated. For money, it says nothing on the horizon now. When work, it says hard work, a complicated task. When it comes to love, it says staying single, a past relationship issue keeping you from moving forward, or experiencing some sort of blockage and standstill. Okay, so as we go from there, I want to clarify what it is about your job. So the question was, shit. Now I gotta pause the video because I was recording on the other camera and I thought I was gonna be able to have the phone. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay. Let's see here. Is Patient Transport LLC going to turn out to be a successful, thriving business in the future? Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Look here. It was technically a yes or no question. I almost wish I had, but I'm going to ask the yes or no question. I'm going to ask the yes or no question because that depends. Yeah, my reading of what this looks like for you is going to depend on this yes or no question. Is Patient Transport LLC going to turn out to be a successful, thriving business in the future? And we have Okay. Cool beans. Understood. You're about to go through some hardships, period. In the future, yes. But you're on year 3. Year 3. So what's needing to happen right now is you're needing to, one, revamp and get some counsel. Let me look up something. You're on year 3, I guess. I don't know when your 4 year starts, but let's look at some things here. And let's do okay, so listen. This year, if this is your business year 3, we should have been focused on creativity and communication and social expansion, okay? This is where you should have been really hitting social media, really advertising and things of that sort, okay? That's really where, I don't know when your 4 year is going to begin, but that's where you're really going to have to hit it. This right here is telling me that you're about to deal with something unexpected, a clean house, like the Jenga cards. That's like what I've been saying as far as something unexpected coming in and then with that Four of Wands right there. So I've always been told whatever happens after that Tower moment, and whatever card, whatever house blows up, whatever Jenga pieces fall, if you will, whatever falls down, whatever crumbles, whatever's left at the end of it, that's your solid foundation to build up from. Okay. So you are about to deal with some extreme unexpected change within your job. I mean, within your business. All right. So within that change, where you're going to mitigate it, it's going to be through social expansion, communication, advertisement, redoing how you, I just keep seeing advertisement and who you advertise to. There's so many challenges within the year 3 within business. There's a lot of procrastination and the tend to overspend within this year as well. But the more creative and more focused you are, and more communicate, like, again, you keep getting this Page of Swords, and this is a lot of blogs, written emails. Like, this is communication in written form, visual form, like being very creative where you advertise and spend those advertising coins. I do think that there's delay. There's just delay within what it is that you want in this Five of Swords energy, honey. The Five of Swords and the Three of Swords energy together. I think that whatever this Tower moment is going to really hurt your feelings. I think that it's going to be possible words said. This is a lot of swords energy that came out for this. This is a lot of communication. This is a lot of thoughts. This is a lot of, like, whatever this is took a lot of thought. So if you feel betrayed, it's because somebody was planning this. This was planned. It was something that someone was very patient to orchestrate. It was orchestrated. It was planned. And I think that even though it hurts and even though it frustrates you, I think that at the end of the day, you're definitely going to build better from this. I think that there's just an energy of walking away here. I think there's an energy of, you definitely have underhanded behavior. You definitely have that lying betrayal energy here, okay? It's definitely there. Now, what I will say, again, within your read for May, there were no major arcanas. So this may be major in the sense of the business, but not major in the sense of your life. Now, you got the Hierophant here, which is really, Spirit is really telling me to tell you to really heed any and all things that I have said, and to kind of go back possibly and take notes so that your intuition can kick in. But not just that, I think that this to give you warning, this is something about, this could be somebody that's very religious. This could be somebody that is very knowledgeable about what they have going on in life. And this is something that is also a learning lesson. So with the overall being the Hierophant, though, I think that the energy for you is going to be to seek outside advice for you. You know, maybe if something happens and you tend to be overwhelmed or frustrated, go outside of and maybe even vent to somebody, or you might even have to, like, call me and be like, hey, this is what's going on. What do you see? Or even if you have to vent to me, it might even be that. But I think that outside spiritual counsel, outside spiritual help, and prayer, it might be needed for whatever's going on. Oh shit, I forgot to do your timings on the other cards too. I'll have to go back and do your timing, Pooh. But for right here, this is the month of May. The Tower, I want to say, let me find what the Tower is, Uranus energy, but also the Tower. Okay, so the Tower is just Uranus energy. Okay, which is chaos, by the way. You have 1 week right here. You have 5 weeks, 3 weeks. So within the month, clearly within the month, there's definitely some type of upheaval going on within your business. Okay. The personal year 4, let's address that really quickly. There's just something about somebody going against the tradition of what you have going on in your business, somebody going against what is known or something. Personal year 4 for your business. My internet connection in the prayer room be the worst. I'm running out of space. I need to pause this, delete some stuff, and then I'm gonna come back and do the rest of the reading. Okay, sis, I had to take the resolution down. I hope it doesn't make too much difference. Okay. We did financial. I'm going to, because I didn't do your timing on the other one. I have to go back, pause it, and remember what you. Okay, I think you had. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna do it from memory. Hold on. Your overall was the 8 of Cups, which is going to be 8 months. You had no majors. Okay, so then from down here you had the 5 of Cups, which is 5 months. You had 1 Sword, which is still that 1 week. You had Pentacles. The five of Pentacles is 5 years. You had the King of Pentacles. That's not a timing. And who else? I'm missing somebody. The Wands. That's gonna be 3 days and 4 days. Oh, look at me and my memory. I'm so proud of myself. Come on, Bacopa. So from there, you asked about love. So let's see about that. Let's see about amor. El amor. When is a good... Oh, wait. Hold on. Multiple questions here. Hold on, wait. In the future. Or will you always struggle with this business? Let's see here. Will Courtney always struggle with her business? That's yes. Yes. A very firm yes. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. So, I mean, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. It could be, you know, the need for you to put in effort. Because, again, it did say it will thrive in the future. But then I think businesses are just challenges, or maybe this is one of those things that will always be more challenging business to run, and you eventually may have to decide, do you want to continue that? But you're only in your 3rd year business. Did we ever get the personal year up? Hold on. When is a good, rich, loving, fine, God-fearing man going to come her way and have a long-lasting relationship? Ashe, ashe, ashe. So I want that so much for my sisters. King of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. So, no, I'm sorry. That's a 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. All right. Well, if we talking timing, we're talking 3 weeks, 9 months, and then the World card is is mm, okay. Hold on. Saturn. Saturn is a lot of work, is what Saturn is. I feel like this is reading because the world is the end of the major arcana. So I feel like this is reading as if when spirit feels as if certain chapters have been closed in your life. I'm not going to say which ones because I don't know. When certain chapters have been closed in your life, when you've gotten to the end of your major arcana deck, okay? The Nine of Cups tells me that there's a lot of emotional fulfillment and happiness. But I do think that with the overall being the Three of Swords, that it's not really going to happen possibly on your timing. I feel like there is a need for you to kind of release. I don't know if that's going to be the heartache or heartbreak from past relationships, or if that's just for you to release the timing in which you're wanting things, release control of things. The Three of Swords is sadness, which is interesting because you do have the Nine of Cups, which is kind of like a wish fulfillment card. I do think that I think it's going to happen for you. You do have the wish fulfillment card with the world card, right? I think that the when and the timing on that may be kind of the release of what you need to the win is what you need to let go of, and then focus on the wish fulfillment, and then focus on finishing this cycle out, is what I think is what spirit's trying to tell you. I'm sorry, I'm fucking with shit. Yeah, that's really kind of all I'm getting from this, though, Pooh. I really, yeah. Yeah, there's just, yes, it's going to happen. Yes, it's wish fulfillment. I just think that you're on a journey and you have things that you have to do right now, and it's not for the right now, which I think really sucks and hurts and is hurtful, because we are all deserving. And it's not that we don't deserve, it's just that it's not our timing right now. Okay. Let's do what other messages? Let me see, because I didn't bring out any clarifying cards. I just took out my new deck for you. All right, so we're gonna go to this deck here and see messages we have to next. Something flip off this table. No, I don't see anything. Okay. Gotta believe in miracles. Divine lineage. All right, I like that. I like divine lineage. Yeah, secrets revealed. So there's that. Manifestation. I think this is really talking about kind of I ain't gonna hold you, this ring light slick grabbing me. I don't like seeing it. Is it necessary for lighting? I don't know. I'm about to turn it off. Sorry. Okay. Overhead light is still again. Anyways, the rain. You have to kind of deal with some rain in order to manifest. You have miracles. You have level up. And she's got this machete. It's like you've got to cut some ties. Sometimes you got to cut some ties in order to level up. Feeling safe, liberation, and the truth. The truth is about to come out. I feel like there's almost an energy of like, this is what you wanted. You wanted this business. These are some of the things that come with the business. Now let's deal with it, you know. And I think that this is actually going to liberate you, this move, whatever's going on. The secret that comes out, I think that along the lines, later on down the line, you're going to realize how this was really your protection, you being protected from something, you know, and it may not feel that way right now. Okay. And then I think that really Spirit wants you to remember that, you know, again, you are a child of God Most High. And so within that, you are one, protected, but then also have the power to mitigate and manifest and turn whatever situation that anyone has for your ill into a blessing. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one just because you have some snake energy going on. Ooh. Unread, ignored messages, waiting anxiously, no replies, maybe they're busy. Interesting. Inner child, healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy, playfulness restored, returned innocence. I like that. Lessons learned, wisdom gained, completing cycles, growth through experience. I'm wiser now. Money moves, smart decisions, strategic investments, building wealth, making my money work. Clout chaser, doing anything for attention. Fame hungry, desperate for followers, anything for a like. I think that Spirit might want you to turn into this for your business, right? Triggered, emotions, reactions, unresolved wounds, facing past hurts. Why does this bother me? And poker face, hiding true feelings, impossible to read, emotionally detached. You'll never know. All right. Now, I'm not sure if this is the man that we're talking about or the way that you need to be, but I really feel like Spirit wants you to be embodying both, like the spirit of that King of Pentacles and being this poker-faced individual. Also, look into contracts, maybe government contracts with the VA veterans that can't necessarily get themselves to and fro. There's what else? There was another, hold on one second. Family reunions that are coming up with special needs children. Also, people who want to travel and do things again like Disney and things like that are kind of where I'm being led to tell you. Like I say, especially if you can get in like with the VA. Let me do your vibrational messages before we close out. And then I'm going to have to piece together all of these videos and get them uploaded. Okay. And we got accepting the gifts of the universe. It's almost like this is, accept this gift. It may not seem like a gift right now, but at the end of the day, it's going to be better. You're going to be better off. Time for crayons. I like the fact that the time for crayons and the inner healing is coming out. So there's, I like that healing your inner child is coming out. Clearing the path means making that decision with that crossroads, letting it go. Like God is removing the things out of your life that are preventing you from growing. And then you have get grounded. Look, another decide card, having to make that decision, just doing it, pulling the trigger on the decision, busting a move. I'll be so anal about this. And then you have get a new story. So we're going to be getting a new story regardless. It's not optional right now. You're closing out a chapter, something's ending, and you will be having a new beginning, and then it's coming in divine timing. Okay? So that right there is going to conclude your messages. I will have to put a thing at the end of this with your other timing with the tarot. Oh, I did it already. Oh, duh. I did. I told you your timing. And I think you're all set, sis. I think I did everything. If I didn't and there's something else I need to go back to do, let me know. And I pray that you stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. And I love you, and I will talk to you soon.